Garcia. For real. And Henry. I just,
Devin the Dream Haney, undisputed again, 147-pound takeover. See, Devin the Dream Haney became undisputed at lightweight back in 2022 when he defeated George Kambosos Jr. in Australia in front of his home crowd, bruh. So do you think he could join the likes of Terrence Bud, smoking on Canelo Crawford, and become undisputed at the welterweight division? I've been watching over Devin's career and listening to his recent press conference after he beat on Brian Norman Jr. This could definitely be Devin Haney's dream.
If he never left, I feel like I never left. I believed in my skills. I believed in my talent. I never got discouraged. Everyone knows what happened with the Ryan Garcia thing. Everybody knows that I was cheated, whether they want to admit it or not. That was the truth, and that's what happened. No fighter can beat me on an even playing field, and it has not happened before, and it won't happen. So I never lost. I never lost. I never lost confidence. I trusted in my skills. I got back to the drawing board. I was training, in the dark. I was prepared. A lot of people was writing me off, counting me out. But I kept my head down. I stayed working. I had a good team behind me. My family, kept me motivated, and it all paid off to
his father and great trainer, Bill Haney, was asked, "What do you think about the Conor Ben fight? What do you think about the Conor Ben fight?" His response was, "Conor win." Conor, when you gonna get a belt? You don't have a belt. Why would we want to fight you? To me, that was a hint. They coming for all the straps at 147. Devin moved up in weight and immediately went for the number one guy in the division, Brian Norman Jr., and took his strap, becoming WBO champion in the welterweight division. He has been in the biggest fights of his career and doesn't look like he's after any tune-up fights. Becoming undisputed in another weight class will display Devin's boxing abilities and definitely put him in the GOAT conversation when it's all said and done. There are 4 belts that are up for grabs that I'm sure Dev, the Dream Haney, would like to fight for. But there's one belt that's vacant, the Ring Magazine. Being that Dev fought for Ring Magazine in his last fight, I'm sure they would love to put a fight together for Dev. And a great opponent for the vacant belt would be Conor Ben or Ryan the Cheater Garcia. Maybe they can fight for that vacant title so no one has to be emailed champion. Fighters hate that stigma of being called the email champion. But let's move on. The other belts are occupied by 147-pound champions. You got WBA champion Rolando Romero. You got WBC champion Mario Barrios. And you got IBF champion Lewis Crocker. Being that Dev cut the head off the snake and went for the most feared guy in the division, I can easily see him fighting and defeating any of them guys and becoming undisputed. Rolando Romero and Mario Barrios versus Devin Haney are definitely main event fights. And the rematch with Ryan Garcia is definitely in the sights as well. When reporters asked Bill Haney about Ryan Garcia fight, he said, "Definitely. We were rivals in the amateurs, and now in the pros, the rivalry continues. We would love to fight Ryan Garcia. Being that the world would like to see the rematch, as well, especially at 147, where Devin looks stronger and feels more comfortable, and to avenge his last performance against Ryan Garcia. I could definitely see them fighting for the vacant Ring Magazine belt and putting on a big fight. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Y'all think Dev, the Dream Haney, gonna become undisputed at 147? Or y'all think Rolly or Ryan gonna put a fork in the road? I'm definitely rooting for Dev, and I'm proud of him for his last performance. I'm not gonna cap. He proved the haters wrong, like he did many times in the past. And for him against Rolly, Mario Barrios, and all the other champions, it's stamped. Make sure y'all show y'all boys some love, man. Hit that like for me. Subscribe for me. Comment for me. Stay blessed for me. And stay boxing. Peace.